Welcome to a Hollywood glam makeup tutorial, a timeless look that suits any fabulous occasion. So first things first, find the correct foundation for your skin tone before you apply any of your skincare. And take your time and find the right shade because that perfect color that fits like a glove will make your entire makeup look absolutely flawless. Now it's skincare time. How do I prepare my Hollywood glam skin? Well, first of all, I will cleanse it and then I will go with a fresh and lightweight lotion to tone and deeply hydrate the skin. I massage the lotion on entire face and neck using my hands just to make sure that it absorbs better. And regardless of your skin type, you cannot skip this step. Always hydrate. The eye area is the most delicate part of our face, prone to dryness and fine lines, so choose a good eye cream with hyaluronic acid for hydration, peptides for elasticity, and caffeine to reduce puffiness. These can make all the difference. You need only a small amount, then gently tap and massage the cream for refreshed, radiant eyes. Since I want to create a radiant, healthy skin effect, I warm a few drops of glow-boosting serum in my hands before applying onto the skin to brighten and energize the complexion. Last but not least, I deeply nourish and hydrate dry lips with lip balm, and then I let skincare and lip balm to soak in for about 20 minutes while I set her hair in rollers, and that is plenty of time for all the products to fully absorb and work their magic. And we're back. I'll start by styling the brows before applying the Dior Backstage Primer, a must-have step for a flawless base. It's lightweight, non-greasy, blends seamlessly into the skin, creating a smooth and radiant canvas. It minimizes the pores, blurs imperfections, and enhances makeup application and longevity. Plus, it's universal. It works beautifully on all skin types, pairing perfectly with Dior Backstage Foundation, which I am applying right now. Let the primer set for a minute before moving on to foundation. I'm using Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, which is lightweight, buildable, and perfect for creating natural or full coverage look depending on what you're looking for. It's sweat-proof, long-wearing, and designed to hold up under any condition. I'm using a Dior Kabuki brush and pressing the foundation into her skin with gentle taps and keep the layer thin and natural. I move quickly around her face, spreading the foundation evenly to prevent it from setting too thick in any area. On her neck, I simply sweep the foundation downward, blending it seamlessly to unify her entire complexion. Its fluid texture makes it so easy to work with, allowing me to tap it across her face and lightly sweep around precise areas like her ears or nose for better coverage. I'm not too concerned if I miss some areas with the Kabuki brush because I finish blending with a damp beauty blender. It absorbs any excess product and ensures the skin looks perfectly smooth, even, and balanced. Now I'm grabbing a creamy concealer to neutralize discoloration and darkness around the eyes. I apply a very thin layer under her eyes, dragging it down along the nose to cover any redness peeking through. Using the leftover product on the brush, I gently blend it out, making sure that I don't overpack the under eye area with too much product, and I focus only on the areas that needs coverage to prevent caking. Then I apply a light layer of concealer on her lids to color correct and even out the complexion, creating a smooth and unified base. To give the eyes more definition, I'm taking a dark brown waterproof pencil and running it along the lash line. I'm not too concerned about precision as I'll be using a small precision brush to smudge the line into a soft cat eye shape. I blend upwards and inwards to soften the liner and create an elongated almond-shaped eye, focusing more intensity on the outer corner upper eyelid. Once I'm happy with the shape, I take a dark brown eyeshadow and set the creamy pencil by gently tapping the powder on top, adding extra intensity and keeping it in place. Before the cream and powder set completely, I grab a fluffy blending brush and gently blend the eyeshadow into the crease and slightly onto the moving eyelid. That way I'm creating a soft transition with no harsh lines. Next, I use a flat eyeshadow brush to apply a shimmery gold eyeshadow across the moving eyelid for a luxurious, softly sparkling effect. Then I layer even a more shimmery silver eyeshadow in the center of the eyelid to enhance the focus and add dimension. So I apply the eyeshadows, but the goal is to create an effect where everything melts seamlessly together with no visible lines. Here's my secret trick. I take a flat synthetic concealer brush with tiny amount of concealer and apply it under the brow bone and onto the upper inner part of the eyelid. I softly sweep the brush outward until I cannot tell where the eyeshadow starts or ends. Then I set concealer with the matte ivory eyeshadow, which is not only softens harsh lines but also brightens the eye and adds light. This is my go-to technique for a seamless Hollywood glam eye look. Just a quick note, setting concealer with powder is essential to prevent your eye makeup from creasing, so without this step, it just won't last. I frame the eye by applying a creamy black pencil to the outer bottom lash line. Then with a small precision brush, I set it with dark brown eyeshadow, dragging it across the lower lash line while keeping the focus on the outer corners for a softly defined finish. Finally, I connect the top and bottom shadows to create a seamless effect that hugs the eye. Now I'm giving the eyes a break and focusing on contouring. I'm using angled natural hairbrush. I pick up the product and I apply onto the cheekbones and slightly below. Not too low to drag the face down, but also not too high. This technique enhances natural facial structure. I also frame the jawline and the edges of the forehead for more definition and give it a soft sun-kissed look. I'm using dabbing and gentle sweeping motions and then blend the product seamlessly into foundation without disturbing any layers underneath. Now I'm switching to a small duo fiber brush to contour the nose. After picking up a small amount of product, I softly build the contour, blending it gently and extending under the brow bone for a seamless finish. The goal is to subtly frame the nose, creating that natural definition that is barely noticeable. For the brows, I'm using a thin brow pencil to enhance their natural shape and making them look fuller and more groomed. So I start by just softly defining the base along the bottom and focus on the top, especially around the arch, adding even more volume, filling in for a precise fullness and definition. From the middle of the brow downward, I create even more hair-like strokes while keeping the front softer with less product for more natural look. I hold the pencil very gently and lightly at the very end just for a softer touch. While blending with the spoolie, I also blend out the product, making hair strokes I've created a lot softer and more natural. I brush the hairs upwards and after the arch, sideways and downward, keeping everything facing the same direction. To complete the look, I apply a clear brow gel to set the hairs in place, brushing upward for added fullness while being careful not to remove any product underneath. This keeps the brows perfectly groomed and in place all day and all night. Now I'm back to the eyes and I'm applying a black waterproof liquid liner very close to the lash line. I start from the outer corner, working toward the middle, then switch to the inner corner and connect both sides in the center. Notice how I hold the liner at an angle and not straight. This gives me more control and stable application. Then I switched my hand position to create the wing, but then I opens too soon, leaving a big print on the eyelid. I take a Q-tip and I dip it into a small amount of eye makeup remover. Then I gently dab it onto the liner and lift the product. I switch to the dry side of the Q-tip to absorb any excess liquid and then repeat the process with a fresh Q-tip until the liner is completely removed. If you don't have an eye makeup remover, micellar water or any oil-based product or even Vaseline works perfectly to dissolve and remove the liner without any trouble. Now I'm back to the eyeliner. I'm sharpening the bottom line of the wing with a clean synthetic brush. I swipe upward and downward to clean and perfect the line using no additional product. Then I blend out the damaged area with a clean, fluffy brush and refine the edges with the eyeliner before applying individual lashes one by one to create that elegant Hollywood glam. You can use strip lashes, but for more natural glam, I do prefer individual ones. I'm stopping before the very inner corner to build volume and length towards the outer corners for a sophisticated lifted finish. Just to finish the eyes, I apply a creamy black waterproof pencil to the upper waterline and inner corners for a defined shape, follow with a light sweep of mascara to blend and merge the natural and individual lashes. To prevent under-eye creasing, I blend out the concealer to smooth any lines and product buildup, then lightly dab loose powder with the fluffy brush to set without drying the delicate area. I take a powder bronzer to set and enhance the contoured areas like her cheekbones, forehead, jawline, and her neck. Then I mix 2 blush shades to create a custom blend and dab it on her cheeks, working upwards towards temples, and I finish with a light touch on her nose for playful, healthy, and uplifted look. I switch to a fluffy brush to apply the blush under the brow to blend with the eyeshadow, creating a unified color flow where everything melts beautifully together. And just to finish off the complexion, I add a soft touch of highlighter to her cheekbones and temples for a subtle glow and added freshness. Then I finish with the light sweep of finishing powder for that natural healthy glow. Lastly, I enhance the lip contour with a touch of bronzing powder, adding a soft volume and diffusing any dryness or redness. I blend it with my finger for a natural finish. Next, I trace her natural lip shape with the lip pencil, blending it inward to help the colors meld seamlessly together with the lipstick. Lip liner is crucial for preventing any lipstick or gloss from bleeding, especially if fine lines are present around the lips. Since her lips are quite dry, I'm applying a hydrating oil-based Dior Addict lipstick to provide continuous moisture. A matte formula would emphasize dryness, while this glossy finish not only hydrates but also gives the illusion of more volume, perfect for an elegant, youthful look. I finish by perfecting the edges with a synthetic concealer brush for a smooth and polished finish. And that's a wrap on this quick Hollywood glam tutorial. I truly hope it inspires you to experiment, have fun, and become the best version of yourself. Makeup is a powerful tool to help you to feel your best and embrace your beauty. With a little bit of practice, this timeless look can work for any occasion. Thank you so much for watching and happy beauty days ahead.